Boom!
Hey, yo, what's up, folks? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. We are here covering Netflix and Tesla earnings live as we are getting these earnings results after the bell. Live with you guys here. Netflix is a big beat. Netflix is trading now up, $55 a share right now off of, I'm sorry, not $55 a share. $25 a share from where we were trading before. We were at $346. And we're now actually trading all the way up here into the mid 370s as we are starting to really push there on Netflix. Netflix is a beat across the board. Netflix had a Netflix beat on their subscriber growth. New subscribers coming in about 3 million higher. Earnings per share beat 373 versus 349. There was a lot of concerns with Netflix coming into this earnings report. The stock's been really beaten down over the last month or so because there were reports that their ad platform was not doing as well as everybody had hoped for, had anticipated, and that caused Netflix to really get beaten down over the last month. We made a lot of money short Netflix over the last couple of weeks. This is a huge trade for us. Just a week ago, we were in a swing trade short on Netflix. We were able to walk away from that with a well over 100% gain on that trade. But now you're getting the earnings are out, and definitely clearly not as bad as people had originally feared. Not as bad as originally had feared. And as we're combing through, Tesla numbers are out as well. So we've got Netflix is out and Tesla is also out. But Tesla, initial reaction on Tesla is to the downside. So I'll just finish going through for you guys Netflix's numbers, because that did come out here first. 3.73 earnings per share. Sales were 8.54 billion, expected 8.53 billion. And their revenue guidance for Q4 is actually a little bit light. And their Q4 earnings per share guidance is right in line with expectations. Netflix is absolutely exploding now, guys. Now 378, that is a new fresh high. We close at 346, now up here 378. Big move there for Netflix. We can move on over into Tesla and start talking about some of these Tesla numbers as Tesla is coming out. Tesla, let's see, Q3 revenue is a miss. 23.4 billion versus 24.06 billion expected. Q3 adjusted earnings per share, also a miss. 66 cents a share versus 74 cents a share. And gross margins are also a miss. Gross margin 17.9%. Expectation was 18%. Cybertruck deliveries are on track for later this year. Tesla continues to make progress on next generation platform. Tesla still sees fiscal year production of 1.8 million vehicles. The expectation was 1.82 million vehicles. So everything on Tesla coming in under the expectation. Stock was down big today coming into this announcement, right back into a pretty big level of support down here in the high 230s. You guys can see this level here that I'm drawing on my screen for you. But this is not a good earnings report for Tesla. You guys can see the support level that you have here. Used to be a level of resistance. Prior to that, it was a level of support. That's a huge level there for Tesla. You dropped into it right now in the back of that earnings print. If you violate the mid 230s, this is going to be a major support level you have to watch if Tesla's going to bounce off this earnings report. Tesla's conference call starts at 5:30. At 5:30, that's the conference call. That is going to move Tesla stock. So whatever the stock is doing now, expect more fireworks at 5:30 once that conference call actually begins and gets underway. Stock starting to pair its gain, starting to pair losses now, trading back up there, high print, 244.5. So right now, not a very big reaction off of earnings. This is going to be a premium killer if there's not anything major on the earnings call. The anticipated move for Tesla was actually 6% based on options pricings, and the stock has barely moved. So the stock closed at 242.5. We're now trading 244. This will be a premium killer where anyone that's in a call option or in a put option losing money on the back of this earnings release, unless something major happens during that 5:30 conference call, which it very well can. Elon Musk can say something in that call that investors could love or investors could hate, and you can see the stock trade 10 points in either direction on the back of that. We've seen crazier things happen before, but right now the stock is basically exactly where it closed before the earnings came out, and the earnings are out. The earnings aren't good. All right, you've got, like I said, those. Let me see if we have anything else that's coming out that I can pull from this. No, that's it. That's bad. Those are kind of the stats. Those are the details there for Tesla. So very muted reaction for Tesla, but Netflix is kind of the star here. Netflix ripping, guys, now pushing 382. Streaming paid net. I'm sorry. So it wasn't 3 million. It was just shy of 3 million. It was about 2.5. Expectations for new subscribers for Netflix were 6.2 million. And they came in at 8.76 million. That is a huge beat. That is a huge beat. 3.5. I'm going through all the different numbers. Latin America, Europe. Yeah, they beat everywhere. They beat new subscribers everywhere. So you did 1.75 million versus 1.22, 3.95 million versus 2.22, 1.18 million versus 1.15, 1.88 versus 1.41. The streaming paid membership, 247 million versus 244 million. Operating margins were also better than expected, 22.4% versus 22.1%. And the operating income, 1.92 billion versus 1.9 billion. Free cash flow, check this out. Free cash flow, $1.89 billion. You want to know what their free cash flow was 1 year ago? 472 million. That is insane. Expectations were 1.27 billion for free cash flow, came in at 1.89 for free cash flow. This is just a monstrous beat for Netflix. Netflix just wiped the floor with all expectations. They did fall just a little bit short on Q4 guidance. Like their Q4 guidance is short, 8.69 billion versus 8.76 billion. Earnings per share, 215. Operating margin, 13.3% versus expectation of 14%. So Q4 is weak, but their full year forecast sees free cash flow of $6.5 billion. That's against analyst expectation of 5.27. And they see operating margins for the year of 20% when it's expected around 19.8. So full year guidance is good, but Q4 guidance is poor. And I mean, I guess they blew away their Q3 numbers, and that's how you can get lower Q4 guidance, but still meeting your year-end targets. And that is why this stock trading to the upside now. We closed at 346. We got all the way now 376. Right now, you're talking about, a $30 move right now from 346 up to 376. Now 378, 380. This is going to be a big focal point for me tomorrow. Now back above that 200-day moving average. Tesla is boring after earnings right now. The stock is just sitting here, not really doing much. This is going to be a premium suck for people that are in calls and puts. This is why I do not tell members of True Trading. So I don't position myself going into earnings. I like to rather wait and see what the earnings actually are. And then I'll say, okay, well, now let's develop a trading plan. How do we want to trade this stock now going into tomorrow, rather than come into this? Because if you bought call options or put options on Tesla right now, if nothing major changes when they have their conference call, you're both going to lose money. So you and your buddy, you could have bought calls, your buddy could have bought puts. As it stands right now, you're both going to lose money if Tesla does not make a significant move in either direction. I think that move will come once you get into the earnings conference call. All right. So right now, stock's up about $2.50 from the close. That's nothing. The expected move was 6%. The stock has moved 1%, not even. All right. It's moved not even. It's moved just about 1% right now. Yeah. Now it's moved about 1%. $2.50. $2.50. So that's going to be the IV crush on your options, is going to pull the value of both calls and puts to the downside. Puts even worse unless something major happens, like I said, at that 530. So I'm going to go through this with you guys.
Mike.
Hey.
Yo, man. We just found the secret to how Netflix got their subscriber base up.
How'd they do that? I mean, I guess I'm supposed to know what that is.
You don't watch Stranger Things?
Yeah, I did watch Stranger Things. Why is that?
That's the character 11.
That doesn't look like 11.
Kinda. I was playing around with Midjourney. There were some better ones in here.
That does not look like 11.
Like, these were a little bit better. I was, trying to prompt it. 11.
Right, the one on the top left maybe looks like her.
All right, whatever. Bye.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't. Come on, she doesn't look. That wasn't. I couldn't tell. Didn't look like 11. But anyway, I just started watching actually on Netflix the Fall of the House of Usher. Have you started watching that yet, Adam? Amazing show. It's from the same people, I think, that did the Haunting of Hill House, which is also an amazing show. But the Fall of the House of Usher, so far, I'm watching it. Very enjoyable show. But all right, well, there you guys have it. So we're here. Let's see, quick check on Netflix. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go through this, guys. I'll walk you guys through kind of my game plan and my trading expectations coming into tomorrow, how I plan on trading Netflix, how I plan on trading Tesla. We had some really great trades inside of True Trading Group today. A 240% gain exited today for a swing trade, and then a 100% gain on a day trade and a 77% gain on a day trade inside of True Trading Group today. So I will recap those trades for you. What were they? What positions do we still currently have? I will go over all of that with you guys. But first, for those that don't know who I am, my name, folks, is Michael Edward Paranati, and I go by Michael Edward. I began my trading career over 17 years ago working at T3 Alpha Fund, my first job in New York City right out of college, where they made me go through an educational training program before they let me touch a dollar of their money. That's where I learned how to become a trader. I didn't have to sift through hours of YouTube videos to figure this stuff out on my own. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, and the stock market crashed. But that was also one of the same years that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. And then you fast forward to today, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff. We've helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries. We truly are a global community here at True Trading Group. And for those of you that do not know, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, futures. We do day trading, swing trading, long-term investing. There's something for everybody here. See, we take that university level of curriculum though, and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year on their own. Unfortunately, most retail traders don't use them because they're very expensive, but you should be. They give you more information. They help you make better decisions. That's why we spent years building relationships with these companies to put the tools on our platform at no additional cost to you. This is like Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, congressional trading data, insider trading, a simulator lets you practice with fake money but real-time data, trading views, premium charting software, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, the trade idea scanner, honestly, so much more. Of course, you get the courses. Of course, you get our trade alerts, but you also get these tools. We give you everything that you need to have the very best chance of being successful at one affordable price for the entire year. You also get access to all of our members. Our members are hands down the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you're ever going to find. Not to mention all the real-time trade alerts and the moderators and I that collectively as a group have been able to maintain a win rate on all of our executions of just around 80% now going on roughly the last 4 years. Of course, of those of you that are working full-time jobs, those of you that have busy schedules, we do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, not to mention all of our tools, our resources, our alerts, everything's accessible on our mobile apps that are designed to help you stay connected no matter what you're doing or how busy you are. As long as you have a cell phone or a tablet, as long as you can listen to music during the day, you guys can follow along with everything that we're doing inside of chat and receive the real-time push notifications when our mods enter and exit their trades. So if you're ready to learn trade and profit for real, you guys have all come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live here where myself and other TTG Pro trading mods and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas that can help you become better traders. All right, let's dive into it here now, folks. So again, to recap, those of you that are all just joining us, if you guys are just tuning in, we are here live covering Tesla and Netflix earnings. Right now, Tesla is about as boring of an earnings release reaction as I have ever seen in Tesla. The stock is exactly where it was when the markets closed, even before they came out with their earnings. Netflix is a whole horse of a different color. You're seeing Netflix now trading up here. Highs of the afternoon session, 383 now. 383. The high is exactly 383. And he just printed through it. 383.55 as we are making now new after hour print highs. There we go. There it is. 384, 383.98 now highs there on Netflix. This is such an amazing beat for Netflix. And just to recap for you guys, in case you missed it, to give you guys these numbers again, that's pretty good. That's good. I like that. That's a good one. There you go, Adam. See, now that looks more like 11, right? That looks more like 11. Now I see it. I see the resemblance. So they beat, all right? They beat on revenue. They beat on earnings per share. They beat on subscriber growth. They beat on margins. They beat on cash flow. They beat on operating income. They beat on every category. There wasn't a single region in the world that they missed on new subscriber growth, which contradicts a story that came out just the other week about Netflix saying that their new subscriber growth in the UK was the slowest that it's been since they entered the region. But you come out here and you see these numbers are just absolute beats, monster beats across the board. The problem that Netflix has had it has been the expansion and the growth of their ad tier. So the ad tier having a hard time is actually, it started here. So back here where I have highlighted for you guys, that is when you got comments actually from the company themselves saying that, listen, the ad tier platform is not going as well as we would have hoped. It's taking longer to build out that ad tier platform, and basically insinuated that they're not going to see the revenue bump from the advertising platform as they had anticipated. And that got people nervous that their earnings were going to be poor because of that. And the stock sold off for about a month and a half. And this was a target for us. Once that news came out, that was a fundamental change and a fundamental catalyst. And we were shorting Netflix during the month of September and in the early weeks and the early days of October. We caught this move right here. Actually, ended up being one of the bigger trades for us in the month of October. That gave members about 187% gain, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 187%. We actually traded it twice, 187% and 114% on Netflix put options last week, as the stock just kept selling off. But now that these earnings have come out, it changes things. And now you're engulfing all of this price action. You're back above the 200-day moving average. And I think that you need to start paying attention to the low 370s again as a potential level of support. So what I would do here is, this was a big level for Netflix when we broke underneath it. Now, follow me on my charts on my screen. You'll see that this used to be a level of support, okay? You see this yellow line on my screen too? That's the 200-day moving average, okay? That is the 200-day moving average. It used to be support. If we look back further, it used to be resistance. Look back further, it used to be resistance. You can all see this level on my screen. There's a very big level for Netflix. When it broke, that's when we got the big follow-through move. That's how we were able to capitalize on the 187% and the 114% gain on Netflix, was because of the break of that level. Now with earnings, you're back above it. So what I would look for now is for this level to now re-engage as a level of support going forward, and see if this yellow line, that 200-day moving average, becomes support once again. All right. Resistance that you need to be mindful of. It is the high 390s, right around 400. It's going to be right here. That is going to be your level of resistance. Why? Dark blue line on my screen, that's the 50-day moving average. Okay. But prior to that, you will see that we had a level of support. That level broke, and once it broke, it then became resistance. The market sold off. We tested that level again here in the very early days of October. It became resistance again, and then we continue to sell off. So that's going to be your next level. And the 50-day moving average dark blue line is coming in on my screen here to add to that resistance level. So between tomorrow and the next day, what I'm looking for is for Netflix to continue higher and get up into this level of resistance, trade up into the high 390s, and then start to then pull back, consolidate, digest, take a breather, as this is a very good earnings report for the company. Stock now currently trading up 8%. All right. So that is what I'm going to be looking at there for Netflix. That'll be the game plan on that one. Then we have Tesla. All right. So let's go back. Let's talk about Tesla. Now, Tesla's earnings, much different story. All right. Tesla earnings are a much different story. Tesla earnings were a disappointment. Q3 revenues missed 23.4 billion, expectations 24.06 billion. Q3 earnings per share 66 cents versus 74 cents expected. Gross margins 17.9, expected 18%. Okay. So you are seeing, I'm trying to read through, November 30th. Cybertruck deliveries are scheduled to begin on November 30th. That just came through. But yeah, that's a disappointing earnings number there from Tesla, and the stock just sitting here waiting for the conference call. So I don't really feel comfortable making a call on Tesla until I see what goes on during the conference call. I think it's just the stock is eerily quiet right now. Eerily quiet. I feel like everybody is waiting for that conference call to really pick direction. It's nice to see support down here in the high 230s. It's nice to see that recovery off that level. Why? Because when I take you guys back to the daily chart, you can see this is a level of support. Okay. You guys see this level of support there at the end of September. You see that it was resistance there in the middle of August, and then it became support there and support, and now you're dropped back into it, and it's once again holding as support. So I think that's a big level, because if you break this level, you're talking about a long ways to the downside. If this level breaks, you're talking about seeing Tesla possibly trade all the way down towards like 220. Now that level has not broken yet. You can see we dropped into it and held. I'll go back to the 3 minutes. You can see we dropped into it and then recovered it very quickly. So that level held. That level is not yet broken. But if that level were to give, let's say the conference call comes on, 5:30 conference call, Elon Musk says something, investors don't like it, they hate it. He warns about, margins being squeezed going forward into Q4, whatever. Let's see what he says. If he warns about the Chinese consumer and slowing sales in China, depending on what he says about deliveries and production, et cetera. If that level breaks, you got to, in my opinion, that's a clear signal to be short Tesla down to at least 220, possibly 215. If that level breaks, that level is not going to break now. If it breaks, it'll be because of something that happens on the conference call. So my members of True Trading Group, I'll be with you guys. We'll be done with this live stream by then. But my members of True Trading Group, we will go over that. I'll go over that with you after the conference call happens with Tesla and talk about what the game plan is. Netflix is still going. Wow. $386.5 now, guys. 386.5. What a move. What a move. Let's talk about some of these other earnings. LRCX, Lam Research, they came out. $6.85 earnings per share. That's a beat versus 607. Sales, $3.48 billion. That's a beat against 3.41. They see Q2 earnings per share, $7 versus 679. Revenue, they see 3.7 billion versus 3.65 billion expected. That's actually pretty good earnings report for Lam Research. I'm not sure why the initial stock reactions to the downside. That's actually a pretty decent report there for Lam Research. I'm not sure why that stock trading to the downside. I would have expected a little bit of a better reaction there. Some other companies coming out with earnings, none of them are really all that important. Yeah, no reaction here. Alcoa came out. Doesn't matter. Stock's not moving. Just going through, see what else we have. Just going to go through the rest of these earnings. Let's see what else we've got. Zion Bank came out with earnings. $1.13 earnings per share versus $1.40 from a year ago. And LVS. I'm going to see LVS. LVS, another one that came out with earnings here. I'm mentioning that. Gives you a nice little insight into the consumer. Turn to the upside. LVS, they announced a $2 billion stock buyback program. That's nice. Let's see. Q3 earnings per share 55 cents versus 53. Sales 2.79 billion versus 2.69 billion expected. Recovery in travel and tourism spending in both Macau and Singapore progressed through the quarter. So some positive notes there from LVS. None of these are reacting anywhere near. I mean, Netflix is the darling. Netflix is the one that's having the biggest reaction to earnings. I'm just going through all the other companies that have come out with earnings, guys, while we're going through. Some of them are hitting right now as we're speaking. I'm trying to see which ones I think are giving us the biggest move. It's Netflix. Yeah, I don't see. There's nothing else that I see that is anything similar to Netflix. Does anyone actually do well with this clown? Oh, I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience today. I really don't. I don't have the patience today. On a normal day, Martin, I would rip you to absolute shreds. I just don't have the energy for it. So I'm just going to let members do it for you. Members, do me a favor. We have a very stupid person on our live stream. So members, why don't you do me a favor and just type the number 1 if you guys are making money with your trading group. You guys are becoming better traders. Go ahead and type the number 1. If you guys are members of True Trading Group and you're making money, you guys are becoming better traders. And then Martin, if you tell me where you're at, I can come there and I'll be happy to paint your face with the clown makeup for Halloween if you would like. After you get done trying to count how many people are typing the number 1, while Netflix is pushing to 388. 388 now that Netflix is pushing. You guys can see all the people that are commenting, typing the number 1. These are all people that are making money with this clown. 388.50 now, 389. Man, this thing is still pushing. Still pushing. Thanks, Brooks Trump. I appreciate that. Okay, all these people are making money. All these people are becoming better traders. I mean, all I did was ask them the question. I'm not going to sit here and tell you. I'm not going to answer questions like that for you, right? I'm not going to answer questions like that for you. Because what am I going to say? No, everyone's losing money at True Trading. We got over 10,000 members from 115 different countries. 78% of our members renew their membership or become lifetime members of our platform. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,300 reviews. Our refund rate is 2.27%. You just saw how many people are making money. I told them type number 1 in chat. You do the math. Here's a comment. So here's another. Hey, Martin, I'll read you a comment that we actually have here. Adam, can you pull it up? I can't go and pull that image up. So if you want to share it on the screen, then just go ahead and pull up that image from someone that commented on our YouTube video. So here you go. Here's a comment that actually was posted on our YouTube. So Martin, I did 15 years in prison and TTG helped change my life. I actually know who this person is. I know exactly who that is. 15 years in prison. Now TTG's changed their life. That's music to my ears. Chris Thompson says, how are they doing it? I've tried every group, every trick, etc. That's because there is no trick to making money in the market. There's no trick. All right? There's not a trick. There is no special indicator. There's no special chart pattern. Listen, guys, I worked at a hedge fund in New York. If there was a special indicator, I would know about it. They would have taught it to me. They didn't. Do me a favor and let me see how many people here are not members of True Trading Group. Just go ahead and type the letters TTG for those of you that are not part of the community. I want to see who's on here that's not a member. Just go ahead and type TTG, guys, if you guys are not a member. I'm just curious how many people are on here are not members. Way to go, BlizzCoin. 150% gain today. I'm so damn happy since I've joined TTG. Hans, Brian, Franimal the Animal. We got to get you back. The fan misses you. Yeah, Reaper Trades goes, I don't know many clowns that can make 14 triple-digit gains in 2 weeks. This is true. Yeah, guys, well, go ahead. Just type TTG for those of you that are not members. If you are not a member and you guys want a shot at winning $1,000, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. Netflix starting to make a move to the upside. Again, if you're not a member, you want a shot at winning $1,000, type the letters TTG. Captain Bando, Mitchell. Tesla starting to move to the upside now, guys. Now you're starting to get a little bit of upside here on Tesla. Remember, that conference call is in 1 hour. That conference call is in 1 hour. And it's starting to move now. You know, I find interesting that the markets really haven't moved all too much. The markets have been pretty stable sideways even after the earnings have come out. I really feel like Tesla's the bigger one. I don't really think Netflix was going to be able to actually move markets to the upside. But if you had a really strong beat from Tesla, I feel like that could have pulled the markets higher. But Tesla actually with a miss. Trading higher from the close, but still red on the day. Netflix earnings were so good. I mean, the stock was down big today. It was red, but now the stock is up 9% on the day, following being red. Like I think it was, we were down like 4.5%. I think going into the earnings print. Now we're up 9%, but Tesla's still well in the red. Kane, Kyle, and Kay. I had to entice you with $1,000. You're to type TTG. Well, guess what? Not giving you $1,000. I hope, yeah, Netflix did leave Earth. All right. All right, folks. Anybody have any questions for me with regards to Netflix and Tesla? Any questions on their earnings? Any questions on their charts? On the trading plan? And like I said, I'll come up with a detailed trading plan for Tesla after I see what the stock does following their earnings. Following their conference call. But if this keeps up, you got to stay long-minded after this support level just held, especially if we go green following the conference call. If we go green following the conference call, then I think you got to stay long-minded and look for the stock to continue higher. Jordan, I was on the stream yesterday. You promised me sales today, so sell me. What I will do here for you, Jordan, is what I will do for you. Hold on, and all right. All right, so Jordan, here's what I'll do. And anyone else that is, yeah, I know. I promised you guys yesterday that I would sell you. We didn't sell anything on our live stream yesterday. Yesterday was more of a heart-to-heart conversation that we had on this YouTube channel. We didn't sell anything yesterday. We didn't offer memberships or anything like that yesterday. Just with everything that's been going on, it was just more of a heart-to-heart conversation that we wanted to have with everybody. But now that we're getting into earnings are getting underway. The market sold off today on the back of higher yields. We're testing key support levels right now in the overall markets. And I think that we really are at an inflection point. I really do feel that way. I feel that when it comes to the overall market, you have the Fed meeting that's coming up in 2 weeks. You've got earnings that are getting underway. Really, Tesla and Netflix are the first two mega cap tech names that are coming out with earnings. Then obviously coming up behind them, you've got Apple and Amazon and Microsoft and Meta and Alphabet. And, you have all those big mega cap tech names. And you'll have Adobe and Broadcom and then NVIDIA and all the AI names to follow from there. This is going to be a very important moment for the SPY, because in order for the SPY to continue higher, into the holiday season, which is seasonally a strong time of year, you need to establish a higher low. And when I say a higher low, you got to establish a higher low off of this support level that we established in the very beginning of October. You need a higher low in order for the market to move higher. Okay. If you do not establish a higher low and you roll this over and you go back down towards that 200-day moving average, that is not going to be, that would mean then you have a new downtrend, and then downtrend continues rather than a pullback within an uptrend. So right now you're still in that uptrend. The higher low here would then confirm the continuation of the uptrend. So you really are at an inflection point with the overall markets, and it couldn't come at a better time with earnings. So make no mistake about it. Do not be fooled by this little week and a half long consolidation where the markets have just traded sideways for the last week and a half. This is a time where I believe that we're about to get a break out of this consolidation, and that's going to provide us with really good trading opportunities, which we've even had. I mean, you take a look at some of the trading opportunities that we've had so far. The last week, we had 7 triple-digit gains inside a True Trading Group called out. The week before that, we had 7 triple-digit gains in True Trading Group called out. And so far this week, we've had 2. Today, NFLX 240% shy. Disney 100% gain also, and then all Roku was a 77% gain. These are all trades that were executed just today inside a True Trading Group. So what I'll do is anyone that is interested in the platform, in the community that wants to become part of True Trading Group, has questions. NFLX is still going and has questions about the platform or any of our trades or moderators, etc. Send us a text message right now. Okay, take your cell phone out if anyone is interested. Take your cell phone out right now. Get ready to send a text message to 1-888-306-8783. Again, that is 1-888-306-8783. Get ready to send a text message with your name, your email, and the word START. Okay? Get ready to send a text with your name, email, and the word START. Okay? 1-888-306-8783. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. Before you do, I will tell you actually what you get as a member of True Trading Group and how it works, because it is an all-inclusive membership for our tools and our courses when you do join True Trading Group. So when you guys join, there's not a million upsells for different courses and the different tools that are on our platform. Yeah, we have other things that cost more money, like intensive boot camps and accelerator programs, in-person meetups. Yes, we have some extra things that would cost more money if you wanted them. But all of our courses, all of our tools, all of your trade alerts, everything is included when you guys join the annual membership. It includes our 23-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There are beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got it. You guys get access to all of it. There is no VIP courses that cost more money after you guys join. Right? I'm not teaching you tricks. I'm not teaching you gimmicks. You guys are getting a simplified version of the education I received getting trained by professionals on Wall Street. Then you also get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, up to the second news alerts inside chat, congressional trading data to track trades by Congress, insider trading to track trades by management. Just that alone would cost you over $1,000 if you would go to Benzinga directly. You're going to spend around $1,400 a year to have access to that stuff. When you join True Trading Group, which you can join for much less than that, it's included. It's included. You get Quote Media's full book level 2. You get TradingView's premium charting software. You get a simulator from ETNA, let you practice trading with fake money but real-time data. Our AI tools let you guys can help you determine news sentiment, economic data points, if they're bullish, if they're bearish, can help you develop conservative or aggressive trading strategies. You don't have to pay anything extra for these things. The trade idea scanner is on our platform during the day. You guys can use that to focus on the hottest stocks during the day. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. I need this, but my job takes so much of my time right now. Someday I will join. Corey, I got to be honest with you, Corey. It's the wrong mindset, man. It's the wrong attitude. Over 80% of the members of True Trading Group have full-time jobs. Our platform is designed specifically for people like you. I'll show you. Guys, do me a favor, members. If you're making money while working a full-time job, do me a favor and just type the number 1 and tell me what you do for a living. Just other than one, tell me what you do for a living. Corey and anybody else that feels that way, just read some of these comments. See if you see someone that maybe does the same thing for a living as you do. All right. Here, read. So here you go. Software engineer, construction, runs an eBay store, accountant, IT consultant, film production. Oh, nice. Bruce, you were on set today? Nice, man. I know that with the strike and everything, it's been kind of crazy in the film business. A patent paralegal, equipment operator, restaurant owner, right? You guys, I won't read all these, but you guys can, like I said, Corey and anybody else that thinks they can't do this or they're limited because of a full-time job or a busy schedule, just read some of the comments you see coming through. IT engineer, business owner, banker, right? You guys can just read some of the comments that come through from truck driver. I just made it home. Nice, Silverstream. Healthcare, operations manager in IT. Marine, my boy Jimmy, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. As always, Jimmy, thank you for your service. All right, so like I said, you guys, you don't need to be sitting in front of your computer screen all day, every day in order to do this, in order to benefit from the platform. Like all you need, seriously, is this. That's it. As long as you have a cell phone, you guys can get the real-time push notifications where our moderators enter and exit their trades. That way you can follow along with everything that we're doing inside chat. You're working during the day, Corey, for example. You're working during the day, you get a notification on your phone. It says one of the moderators bought, this call option, this put option, they bought this stock, whatever it is. You can log into your phone. You can follow the trade if you like, set your stop loss, put your phone down, go back to work. You get a notification then an hour later, 2 hours later, maybe it's the next day. It says, oh, we took profit, log back into your phone, take profit, put your phone down, go back to work. You can all do that. You all send text messages during the day. You all scroll on Instagram during the day. You're on Facebook. You're on TikTok. Now, if you can do that during the day, if you can listen to music during the day, then you can benefit from the True Trading Platform. We have specifically built our platform and the mobile apps that we have around people that have full-time jobs, because so many people joined like just the trading world during COVID because they're like, oh, I'm home. I have all this time now. I can finally do this. You guys don't need to be in front of a computer. We're not scalpers. We're not in and out of our trades within seconds or minutes. Our day trades last hours. Our swing trades last days. So you don't have to worry about getting in and out of trades within like 90 seconds of something that's going to be impossible for you that if you are working a full-time job. But there are day trades and swing trades called out every day inside True Trading Group, and you guys can be able to follow along with all of them directly from your cell phone. All right, Corey, don't limit yourself just because you have a full-time job. Over 80% of our members, I think it's right around 82% of our members have full-time jobs. The other 18% are either retired or are full-time traders. All right. Let me get back to telling you kind of what you guys get as a member, because aside from the proprietary scanner, you've got unusual options activity, dark pool data, options flow, short data. You guys get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. A trading journal that tracks all your trading for you, breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. Then you've got a social sentiment scanner that tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. Like all these things are included. You don't have to pay anything extra for any of them. They're all included. Right? They're all included. Everything is included. You guys don't pay anything extra for it. So what you got to do is send a text message to 1-888-306-8783. Name, email, and the word start. All right? If you're interested, text us. We also offer you a double your money back guarantee. You got nothing to lose here. Send a text message if you're interested. You'll talk directly to one of the owners of the company, my business partner, the co-founder of True Trading Group, Adam, who made that incredible little image of 11 from Stranger Things. That's the person who you're going to be talking to, not just some customer service rep. You're going to be talking to one of the owners of the company. We offer you guys a double your money back guarantee when you join, because that's how confident we are in our platform. When you join True Trading Group, as long as you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group, and actually use our platform, don't just log on to our site 5 times all year and be like, I didn't make any money. But if you do those things and you can make enough winning trades to equal what you've paid for your membership, I'll give you back double your money. That's the deal. That's it. That's the deal. I honestly don't think you need the double your money back guarantee, considering our refund rate is only 2.27%. We are 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,300 reviews. And we have a 78% retention rate. 78% of our members are either lifetime or have renewed their membership. Guys, do me a favor, members, type number 1 if you've been a member for longer than 1 year. Just type the number 1 if you've been a member for longer than 1 year, or if you're a lifetime member. Some people became lifetime even before their 1 year was up. So let's go ahead and type number 1 if you're a lifetime, or if you've been a member for longer than a year. And then anyone else that's on this live that's not a member, really seriously ask yourself, why would this many people stay if they weren't finding success? Would you stay if you weren't having success? Of course not. So why would they? Why would they still be here if they didn't feel the time, money, and energy they're putting towards your training group was worth it? You got to ask yourself that. We do have a couple of laptops today, guys, but there's only 6. We do have some laptops, but it's only 6. So the next, they will be first come, first serve. So the next 6 people to join your training group, you'll get a free laptop with your membership as well. We cover the shipping. It's free. We have members in 115 countries. We will get you the laptop as long as you live on planet Earth. It's going to be a brand new Windows laptop. You can use it to trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, or just sell it on eBay, put the money back in your account. I don't care. It's our gift to you when you guys join True Training Group. There's only 6 of them. They are first come, first serve. So if you were interested, send that text message, kind of lock your spot in so that we can go through. And if you guys are interested, you guys can join, and then you'll get that free laptop. You have to double your money back guarantee, and you get access to everything that I just explained. Okay. All right, folks. We'll take a quick little sip of water. We'll check back in on Tesla. Netflix went all the way to 392. Looks like we're kind of starting to top out a little bit. You know, we said before the high 390. This is that line. So see, I drew this line on my screen before when I was going over with you guys the levels on Netflix. We are fast approaching that level, boy. We are fast approaching that level. Already 390. That level is up around 400, like 398 to 400. That's going to be that resistance level for Netflix. So quick check in on Tesla. Right back to where we came from, right? Stock's not moving. I don't expect a real directional move until the 5:30 conference call starts, right? Tesla closed at 242.5. And we had earnings, and the stock is at 244. This is a premium burn on calls and puts. If the stock opens right where it is right now tomorrow, anyone that bought call options or bought put options going into earnings, they're both going to lose money. Those of you that put on a nice, fancy, sexy little iron condor trade, like our moderator Moment likes to put on and uses spreads and butterflies and condors and some advanced option strategies, those are the people that are going to make money on this Tesla trade. Yo, what's up, Kyle? I want to just give a shout out to Kyle. Kyle's first time watching, and he's texting with Adam right now. So Kyle, big shout out. I want to sign up. I just wanted to know. Oh, we got a shout out to Chad also. Chad is also texting with Adam. So shout out to Kyle and Chad. Jesse says, I want to sign up. I just wanted to know what would happen if I'm at work and they don't allow you to have your phone. So Jesse, if they don't allow you to have your phone, what we need to do is we need to help you with a trading style that is going to be more of a longer term swing trading style, so there's 9 professional traders that are with you in your trading group. Okay. And that's very specifically by design. That's not overkill. There's 9 traders. We all have different styles. We all have different, niches. So what we would go through with you is helping you to determine a trading style that will be best for you. If you can't have your phone on you at all for the entire day, or if you can, periodically check your phone, where to the point where you can log in, set a couple of orders, and then put your phone down at different points throughout the day, we'll have to talk to you and figure out your trader identity. One of the things that we do in True Trading Group is we help our members figure out their trader identity. What is trader identity? Jesse, trader identity is what is the trading style and strategy that's going to be best for you based on 2 main things. One, your lifestyle and how much time you actually have in front of a computer, or how little time you have in front of a computer, and your personality traits. Okay. Those are the two things that will impact your trader identity the most. We will help you figure out what is the trading strategy that will be best for you. Memphis Street Taco is just get a burner phone. Just kidding. There you go. Jesse Marie says, that happened to me while I was learning. You know, I worked harder, but I learned, I did it. No phone, no earbuds, no nothing. Yep, exactly. Pride Emery says you can set up OCOs. It's 100%. So yes. So Jesse, one thing that we'll teach you is how to use OCOs. OCOs stands for one cancels the other. So it'll be two different orders, like a buy and a sell. And if one of them is triggered, the other one cancels. So we'll teach you how to use those. You have trailing stop losses as well. When you get into a position, you can set a trailing stop loss where as the stock moves in your favor, the stop loss moves with it. So when the stock then comes down, it automatically gets you out of your position. So there's different types of orders that we can place. There's different type of strategies that we can use that will allow you to benefit from what is going on inside of the group. Trust me, Jesse, you are not alone. Onset all day. I set my orders at the onset. There you go. So there's Bruce. Bruce is in film production, and he was on set all day. And you obviously can't be on your phone if you're on set. And Bruce goes through and was able to set his orders from the beginning of the day, let those orders remain live. The stop losses will protect him while he's in positions and while he's working. And when you do have a moment, you can check your phone, just check in on everything and just see what's happening. Yep, bracket orders too. Thinkorswim, you can actually use the bracket orders. A lot of different things that we can do, Jesse. So again, guys, send a text message. If you have any other questions, just send a text message. We got 6 laptops available, 1-888-306-8783. Don't forget, you've got the double your money back guarantee. It's how much that I just believe in the platform that we've created, that if you can't make enough winning trades to equal your membership, I'll give you guys back double your money. And our refund rate is only 2.27%. So that's why I can do it. If our refund rate was like 14%, I wouldn't be able to offer you guys double your money back. That would just be too much that we'd have to be giving away. But since it is 2.27, I have no problem giving you guys back double your money just to prove to you how much I believe in the platform that we've created. All right. So again, that phone number is at the bottom of your screen. So make sure you guys just send a text message to that number now. 6 laptops, first come, first serve. I know. Don't you love that, Steven? That's what I'm telling you. Our members are the best. Steven goes, I love that members are figuring out how to get Jesse to join. Like that's what I love about True Trading Group is that you have members that help other members. You have members that are like, okay, well, Jesse, if this is your problem, this is what I do. Right? You have 10,000 members, guys, 115 different countries. I assure you, whatever limitations that you have, I assure you that there are members of your trading group that have had the same thing. And they're telling, hey, this is what works for me, right? Like this is what I do to overcome this hurdle. So you're seeing members right now that are commenting to Jesse, like, hey, Jesse, try using these orders, try this strategy. I love seeing that. That's why we say when you join True Trading Group, we say, welcome to the family. We mean it. You're not just a number when you join True Trading Group, guys, right? We're building relationships like members and I and members with members. You're building relationships that are going to last a lifetime. I can't tell you how much fun I had meeting so many of you at our in-person meetups. I had such a great time. Hi, folks. It's 5 o'clock, so we got 30 minutes to go before the Tesla conference call. Like I said, I don't expect a lot of direction on Tesla until that happens. It's trading pretty good volume after hours too. Going to be interesting to see what happens once that conference call begins. Again, this is the level. Those high 230s. right? You guys see it right here on my screen, the high 230s. That's a level it's got to hold. It's got to hold. All right. Does anybody have any questions about Netflix or Tesla? Or maybe another earnings, name that I mentioned. Antranik asking, do I think this SPY is going to hold support here? I do think we're going to hold here. I do think that we're going to hold here. And I'll tell you why. I think we're going to hold here because I think earnings are going to be better than expected in general. And I think that is going to cause the markets to recover. We've been trading to the downside here, though, but you have to realize there are so many things happening right now that can cause this market to get into a bit of a tizzy. Escalation in the Middle East, involvements from Hezbollah or Iran is going to cause the markets to worry. That would cause the market to move to the downside. Yields are pushing higher. That's putting pressure on stocks, causing the markets to move to the downside. But the market is actually, in my opinion, I know we're down today, but I think the market's doing a really good job of absorbing the higher rates. Interest rates exploded today. The 2-year treasury went over 5.2. The 10-year went to 4.9. These are the highest levels for interest rates that we have seen in 20 years. You had the 10-year treasury for the first time since the year 2000, where the 10-year treasury offers a better yield than the average cap rate for a real estate investment. It's the first time that's happened in 2 decades. So this really is, there's not many people that are in the industry and in the game that have seen interest rates this high before. So it does put pressure on stock prices, but I think the markets have held in there pretty well considering. You take a look at this consolidation. I mean, honestly, yields are skyrocketing and the market's really just kind of treading water, right? It's just you're just kind of trading sideways, just kind of stuck in this range where, listen, tomorrow, if you get a green day tomorrow, if the market does this tomorrow, then I really do feel confident that we go higher. So if you get tomorrow where maybe you get something that looks like this, if you get a candle that looks like this tomorrow, I'll just actually draw it for you. Right? If you get a candle that looks like this, then folks, I really do think that you're going to get back up towards the top end of this range. I really do. And then you're going to be testing this area of resistance, which is a huge level. This 438 to 440 is a huge level. You have the 100-day and the 50-day moving average. That's the dark blue line and the purple line. And then you have the gap fill from back here in September. It's a huge level. Just a huge level. And I think you go back up there and you test that. But tomorrow, I want to see the markets recover. I want to see yields pull back tomorrow. You had a big extension on yields today. I want to see yields pull back. You had a decent 20-year auction today. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. But let's see if yields pull back tomorrow. And if that lifts stock prices, I feel pretty good about it. But if tomorrow you get the markets open up and we crack this level and you get something that looks like this, then I start to become a little bit more weary. Right? So if you get something that looks like this tomorrow, I start to get a little bit more weary of the markets putting in that higher low in order to continue the trend to the upside. And then you run the risk of now that downtrend being solidified and then taking you back down into this support level down there at the 200-day moving average. So I really think we're at a crossroad right now. We're at a major inflection point for the markets that I think dictates what this market does for not just the next couple of days. I think it's a crossroad to dictate direction for the next month. And earnings will lead that charge, and earnings will lead that way. So those are my thoughts on the overall market. So I think tomorrow is going to be a big day. I'll tell you what I will say is, let's say tomorrow So here's what the SPY did today, right? And there's the support level. I drew that line, and there's the resistance level. So these are the two levels, right? You guys can see very clearly how we've been trading inside of this range. These are the same lines that are on my daily chart. So here's my daily chart. You guys see the lines. I go to the 3-minute. All right, these are the lines. That's them. So you can see we dropped into that support level today. That level held. Tomorrow, if you gap up tomorrow in this region, okay, if you gap up tomorrow in this region, I am most likely going to try to be long. And I will look for the market to climb back up. If I get that gap up tomorrow, I will lean on today's close as a level of support. So it'll be somewhere around getting long in this region. And then you can, if you want to be super tight, put your stop loss at yesterday's close. But really, I think you got to have your stop at yesterday's low. And that will be intended to be a swing trade. If I get that action tomorrow and I get that gap up, and then let's say we hold, we pull back and test the close, and then we hold, like, I'm being so specific here, so I'm showing you guys like such specific price action. We gap up tomorrow, we drop into today's close, and then you bounce back off of it and do something like this and end up making new highs. If that's price action that you get tomorrow, I am most likely going to be long, and I'm going to swing for us to get back to the top end of this range. And I think all it's going to take for that to happen is for yields to pull back. I think that's all it takes. Earnings have been better than expected. If we can get a day or a couple of days where yields pull back and there's no escalation in the Middle East, I think you can see that action. So again, I think we're at a major crossroad in the market, and we will see. We will see how this whole situation pans out. I'll be live with members, obviously. So will the other moderators in True Trading Group. We had a great day today. 240% gain on NFLX put options. I'll recap that trade for you guys. This was a play off of a major resistance level. This is right from the lessons from my accelerator program. So all my accelerator members, we've got class session tonight in 1 hour. So at 6 o'clock in the study hall, everyone that's part of my accelerator, you guys can join me then for our next session. But this is right off those lessons, right? About the difference between minor levels and major levels. You guys can see here this massive level for end phase where you can see support, you broke that level. Then it became resistance, it became resistance, it became resistance, it became resistance. And Shy jumped into put options yesterday right in front of that level and actually damn near top tick this thing. So the entry on those puts was actually right there. So here's the entry on the puts. Okay, there's the entry on the puts right at that resistance level. And the stock just rolled over today as yields push up. These green energy stocks get crushed when yields push higher. Yields push high because these companies are very reliant on debt. And as yields push higher, that debt becomes more expensive. It's a problem for these companies. And that's why solar stocks have gotten their asses kicked over the last couple of months as interest rates have really moved higher. And then today you get the gap down, the sell-off as yields move higher. And that resulted in a 240% gain for members in your trading group. Congratulations on that. Also, Disney was another 100% gain today. And Disney's entry was right off of the double top from yesterday. But not only is it a double top from yesterday, you can see yesterday's highs, there's double top. It's also yesterday's close. You found resistance there today. But not only is it just double top from yesterday and yesterday's close, it's also the 100-day moving average. So take you to the daily chart, we zoom this in. You can see this pink line on my screen. So that pink line, that is 100-day moving average. But as I pan this back, right, you see this line that we have here, you guys can see that this was resistance, resistance, right? Resistance, resistance. And prior to that, it was support, support. Okay. Support, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. So using the lessons right from the accelerator program of identifying the difference and telling the difference of major levels versus minor levels is where you structure your trades around. And that was put options today entered right here. Put options today entered here, kind of a couple minutes into the day. And you can see the sell-off, a 100% gain into the close. That looks like Jesse is signing up right now, guys, as we speak. So in a moment, once confirmed, I will welcome Jesse officially to the TTG family. Any other questions, folks, before we break? Get ready for my accelerator class. Any questions? Now's the time to ask if you guys have questions for me. Tesla's back up. I just don't expect a significant move. It's just bouncing around like $2 or $3. It's not really a, it's not really, I don't expect really a major move in Tesla until the conference call. And the conference call is in about 15 minutes. Does Netflix have room on a 400 break high? I don't really think so. I think that's going to be a tough level of resistance. Just from looking at my screen, I wouldn't want to be long at 400. I'd want to be taking profit at 400. I get the 50-day moving average here, this previous support level, right? I'd want to be taking profit into 400. You probably push through 400, but maybe stall out like 402, somewhere in that range. Is oil still a candidate to go higher? You betcha. With what's going on in the Middle East, it all really just depends on what happens in the Middle East. So when tensions rise, oil is going to move higher because of uncertainty with Iran. And if Iran gets involved, then the U.S. is going to put some heavy sanctions on Iranian oil. And that's going to cause a chain reaction in the oil supply, global oil supply. Now, at the same time, the U.S. is lifting sanctions on Venezuela to bring Venezuelan oil onto the market, and they're doing that even before things escalate with Iran. But I think that's just they're preemptively doing it, trying to increase global oil supply and removing sanctions off of Venezuela. But I still think that oil would move higher if there was a serious escalation in the region. So oil prices are going to move now based on the conflict in the Middle East. So it will be very, very, very headline driven and very news driven, not technically driven. I don't think oil is going to really trade off technicals. I think it's going to trade off of news headlines that come out of the Middle East. So you have to know that if you're going to get into a position. You can wake up one day and oil could be down 4%. You could wake up one day, it could be up 4%. And if oil moves 4%, then your oil stocks are going to move even more. Eli Lilly, a mind of its own. Yeah. Yep. Support, man. It's trying to hold here and flag at that previous all-time high. So here's your previous all-time high. You broke above it, and you can see you're trying to hold it. See that? So you broke above it. Now you're trying to hold it. Increasing volume when you broke above it. Decreasing volume during the consolidation flag. But I would need to see an engulfing green candle tomorrow. I would want to see tomorrow engulf today's red day to make me feel confident in potentially taking a long, and then seeing if there is actually follow through on this move. The stock is so extended. This is such a massive move for the stock. Does that mean it can't go higher? No, but I'm not oblivious to the fact that the stock is up, a ton, and I don't want to chase this thing and get caught buying the top. So I want to see an engulfing green candle tomorrow that takes you back up towards today's highs to give me a green light to look for longs. How are you feeling about Palo Alto with a possible green move tomorrow on the SPY? I love these cybersecurity stocks. I do. I love the cybersecurity stocks. They should benefit they benefit from both sides. That's why I really like these names. Palo Alto is probably my favorite cybersecurity name, but as tensions rise in the Middle East, you get this added boost to these cybersecurity names because of cyber attacks and threats and everything with Iran. But if yields were to come down, that also should help out these cybersecurity names. Again, Palo Alto, similar to Eli Lilly, up huge this year, right? And you can see what this stock has done this year, just up huge. This stock was at $138. It's at $262. Just huge. You know, what I've been waiting for a pullback to here, like this 255. We just haven't gotten it. I'd be lying if I told you that these tails up here didn't concern me. I don't necessarily like these tails up here in the mid 260s, but I want to see this area hold support right here. And then see if I can structure a long trade, you know, pull back into here and then get going. But we haven't really had a pullback. We've just been consolidating after that huge rally. After that huge rally that we saw last week, which we killed it. We got a 240% gain on this move. Swing trade on Palo Alto. We held it for like 1 or 2 days. 240% gain was a monster for us this month. Oh, thanks, Summer Girl. Summer Girl says, Mike, just want to say we appreciate you and Adam doing these live streams every day. You guys are awesome. Any other questions, folks? All right, guys. I think that kind of wraps things up. We'll see what happens with Tesla with the conference call coming up in 10 minutes. Like I said, all my accelerator members, we will be in the study hall at 6. So make sure you guys join me there for our next class session. For those of you that are not interested in the membership, you guys can sign off the live stream. That completes kind of the educational part and the analysis part of the stream. What I'll do now is I'll actually show you the platform. I'll show you guys the platform so you can see actually, for those of you that are interested, you can see actually what a membership will get you. So I'll show you guys the platform. It is an all-inclusive membership. So right here on our screen is our chat room. Our chat room is where the moderators and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. We're with you from pre-market all the way through to the close. You got the mobile app, so you can follow along with everything, even though you're not in front of your computer. Get the real-time push notifications when our mods enter and exit their trades. So make sure you guys send a text message while I'm going through this. The number's right there at the bottom of your screen, 1-888-306-8783. All right? So aside from the chat, you're going to obviously get also 2 private study groups with our mods to speed up your learning curve. Then you get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. You're going to get congressional trading data, track trades by Congress, insider trading, track trades by management. If you went to Benzinga directly, it's going to cost you around $1,400 a year for this information. You can join True Trading Group for much less than that for the entire year, and it includes everything I'm telling you now. You got TradingView's premium charting software is included. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform for you guys to focus on the hottest stocks during the day. You got a simulator that lets you practice trading with fake money but real-time data. You got our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. There's dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. It's all included, guys. Some of you may pay for this stuff already. You don't have to anymore when you join TTG. It's on the platform for you. You got a trading journal that tracks your trades for you. You got a social sentiment scanner to tell you what's being talked about most on social media. There's analyst ratings and downloadable PDF stock profile reports for any company that you're interested in. You got a watch list every day. The moderators and I publish, tell you exactly what stocks we're focused on with detailed entry and exit prices. Then you have the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the training I received at the fund. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. You get access to all of it. Then there's a video library with I don't know. At this point, I feel like it's almost 1,000 hours of workshops covering different topics. And you guys can attend these live once you become a full-time member. Listen, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee is if you do join, go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. If you do those things and you are unable to make enough winning trades that equal what you've paid for your membership, then I will give you back double your money. I can do that because our refund rate is only 2.27%. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,300 reviews, and we have a 78% retention rate. 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members of our community. Go read the reviews. See what your peers have to say. Read the 5 stars. Read the 1 stars too. We're 5-star rated with 2,300 reviews. Not all of them are 5 stars. Go read them all. Make a decision for yourself. All right. So folks, again, we've got 6 laptops. They are first come, first serve. So make sure you just send us a text message, 1-888-306-8783 with your name, your email, and the word START. And we'll answer all of your questions. We'll go over the membership with you and get you guys started and get you that free laptop. Remember, comes with a double your money back guarantee, but I really don't think you need it. The official Tommy B. What's up, brother? I remember you, man. He said, I rejoined today. Tommy B, I am happy to see you back, part of the family, my man. I remember you. I am happy to see you back, part of the family. Everybody welcome Tommy back to the group. One-time family member has just now returned. Welcome back to the family, man. Glad to have you back. All right, folks. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. My accelerated members, I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Have a great night, everybody. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. I'll see you all in chat.